Hey guys, welcome to another video. In today's video, I wanted to start off the video here because I have a very special little challenge I want to do for myself. I'm going to give myself about a week, and today is November 17th, I believe. 17th? Yes, it is Tuesday, November 17th, and I am using all of the scrap yarn that I have. I have so much acrylic. I have so much scrap yarn that I need to use. And my children's school is doing a donation for some nursing homes, and I figured what better way to destash and to contribute to somebody who is in need, especially during this time. It's getting colder here in California. I have never made anything in bulk to donate, so I definitely want to see how much I can crochet. I want to be able to donate as much as I possibly can. The donation cutoff, I believe, is on December 5th, which is in about 2 weeks. So I want to spend the next couple of weeks, weekish, week and a half-ish, seeing how many beanies I can make. I'm going to make some in the Centro because that is a little bit more time efficient. And I also have a beanie pattern from YNV, I believe, YNV Crochet. They have an awesome beanie tutorial or pattern that I purchased, and it works up rather quickly. I've already made one at home last night just to test out the pattern, and it did work up really nicely. So I do have a lot of this Hometown Lion brand, and it has 20 or 81 yards in this skein. I have at least 10 of these skeins in different various colors. I have black, red, white, and then I do have some blue and some like cream colors. So I am going to definitely be using all of these for beanies because they will be so comfy and cozy. So I'm going to do that. I am also going to take you guys into my actual scrap bin. I have two pretty decent sized bins of scrap yarn, just miscellaneous acrylic, different kinds of yarn that I have in my personal closet. So I'll bring that out and I'll show you guys that as we go. I definitely wanted to go ahead and just start off this video that way. While I'm working throughout pockets of the day here and there, I at least have an intro for you guys, and I have somewhere where I've introduced what we're doing, so I can just quickly pick up the camera and give you guys a quick update. Honestly, this challenge is going to be just very laxed, but I'm still definitely dedicating a lot of hours to this. I have several other projects in the works right now. I'm releasing 5 free tapestry patterns on my Instagram, so I am working on those diligently as well, trying to get them done as fast as possible. And I am also working on the November challenge. I have 10 patterns done. So my goal is to get at least 10 more patterns done for this November challenge. Hopefully I can accomplish that in the next 2 weeks, along with making my beanies and along with everything else that we're doing. So it is a lot, and we will be traveling to Arizona at the end of this week to visit family and just like an early Thanksgiving. I do have some friends coming in from Texas that I am gonna go meet, and I'm so excited to meet them. So there is a lot going on from now until December 5th, but I at least wanted to give you guys an update or give you guys an intro. I know this intro is gonna be really long, so I'm sorry. Good morning, guys. So today is Wednesday. It is November 18th. So, like I said, I was going to go ahead and pull out all my scrap yarn to show you guys what yarn and to honestly go through it myself. These bins and bag I've had in my personal closet, so out of sight, so out of mind. I have not gone through all of this stuff in a long time, and I just need to go through it, see what I can use for these beanies and scarves. I'm gonna try to make some scarves as well. So let me show you. I have a lot of this Hometown yarn. I have a lot of it in different colors. I have blacks, blues. I have this khaki tan color, and then I have some more reds and white in the car. I always keep an extra stash in the car just to have. so when I'm picking up the kids, I have something to work on. I want to show you guys what I've accomplished so far. I started this little like mini challenge on Monday when they let us know. So I want to just give you a quick update. So I have this hat. So I'll link the patterns down below of the hat that I'm using. And I believe it's I believe it's Y and V crochet. I'll also post a picture here of the creator's Instagram, so you guys can definitely go follow them. This is the beanie that I have, and honestly, I really like this. I just wash my hair. I don't want to put on a beanie, but this beanie is really warm. It's really nice. I did up this hook size. I went for a 10mm, recommended is 9, but I did go for a 10mm hook on some of these. So this one is all done. I just have like 1 to 2 ends that I have to weave in for each hat, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I have this color, which I really like this color. This color is really nice. I like this color a lot. And then this one I did make in the recommended hook size, which was 9, and it did turn out a little bit too small for an adult head, but I think maybe somebody might have a little bit of a smaller head. I think it'll still be fine to donate. So this is another one. That's 3. I have 4 here. This is a red one. And then I have the last one. This one is a black one. So this one is super cute too. I really like this black one. So yeah, so far I have 5 beanies completed. I just need to weave in the ends, but I'm still going to call it as a successful 2 days. That's not too bad. Since Monday and Tuesday, 5 beanies. So it's looking good. It's looking good. So it's going to be a lot of just movement and me just going over and showing you guys. So a lot of these bins have just random yarn that I won't be able to use for this challenge. Like I have t-shirt yarn here that I did not even realize that I stuffed in here. Let's see. I also have this Just Chenille Melody from Dollar Tree. So I will not be using this for this challenge. I should probably make like a pile where I won't be using some of this stuff. Let's just throw it over here for now. All right, so we definitely won't be using these little chenille yarns for this. Let me get all this t-shirt yarn out of here as well. Okay, so that is all the scrap yarn, or yeah, that is all the t-shirt yarn that I had in there, and that's quite a bit of t-shirt yarn. I didn't realize I had that much scraps left, so that really intrigues me to make something scrappy, like a scrappy bag or something. Later project, not right now. Let's focus. So I have this acrylic. What I can also do is do like a tube scarf on the centro and just do like patchwork. Just use this up as it goes and just use multiple like stripes on the centro. That could be something super quick and easy I can do, and it'll be a nice warm scarf. I know some of this acrylic is mostly like loops and threads or big twist value, so I think that might be the direction that I'll go for all of these like scrap balls. So maybe like a scrappy beanie or a scrappy scarf. That would be actually really nice. So I have that one. See, I have just this random little bit of green here. I have just a little bit of green here. So let's see, I have some white as well. I have this really pretty green here too. See, look, that would be such a pretty little scarf. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do scrappy scarves too, okay? I have this red, and I have a yellow. I'm not sure about this yellow. It's really bright, but maybe somebody would like it, right? All right, and then I also have this red. Let's see, I have a bright blue. I have a brown and a black. I'm trying to get all the ones that just look like acrylic in here. So I have this like a little bit of this like off-white color. I have actually a lot of this black, so I'm not sure. Honestly, I think I'm gonna keep this off to the side because I have a couple of tapestries that I'm working on, and I'm running out of blocks. So this one I might just save for my tapestries because I need to get those tapestries done by the end of this week. So I definitely will need that. I have this red, which is really pretty. Is this the same red? Yeah, it's the same red. Nice. All right, and then Oh, this is pretty. I have this purple and this blue. I have a little bit of this white. All right, and then I have this tiny bit of pink. Okay, so the rest that's in here, I have this Puzzle Premier yarn. However, this is not going to be enough for a beanie or a hat. But I love this yarn. This yarn is so nice. I really, really like this puzzle yarn. Look at this. I don't want to buy any more yarn. We'll see what we do with this. This works up really, really nicely. We'll see, because I don't think putting them together will really match. So I'll keep them to the side for now, but they're not going to be enough for one project. So we'll just keep them to the side right now. So this bin here is mostly just scrap chenille. I have some of this Posh from Big Twist. So all of this, the rest of this is just scraps. Nothing really that I can use right now. So I will probably end up putting all of that back in here. Let's move on to the next bin. All right, so this next one, let's see what's in here. I have this really beautiful purple color. This is in the color Lilac. I really like this color, and honestly, I'm looking at my acrylic wall right now, and I don't have any purple in there. So I might actually just keep this purple for my tapestries and stuff that I need. So I will not be using them, especially because they are pretty full. So I don't really want to use this. I want to keep it for the tapestries. This is in the color Soft Purple. So I'll keep these two. This is a, I guess I stuffed something. So this is the, I believe, mandala cake from Walmart. So I will go ahead and see if this one works up on the Centro. I've never tried it on the Centro, so I'm really hoping it does, because this would be a really nice workup for like a scarf or a beanie. Super cute, and it's a lot of yardage. So I'm hoping that works. I will put it to the side here in our potential stash. And hopefully that works. All right, so we also have this green in here, this really pretty lime green. I honestly don't have this green either inside of my acrylic yarn wall. So I think I will be keeping this one for my tapestries, just because I do have a couple tapestries coming out next week, and they do require green. So if I don't use it for that tapestry, then I will use it for here. But for now, I'm gonna just pull it to the side. So this is the, I believe this is the Bernat Makers, if I'm not mistaken. But it's like this tube stretchy material. I will not be using it for this project, for beanies or hats or anything like that. There's some brown here, which I will be putting here off to the side. This feels more like acrylic rather than, or sorry, this feels like cotton rather than loops and threads. I'm not sure about this one. This one, I think this might be my cotton bin, because this is definitely cotton. I think this is I Love This cotton from Hobby Lobby. And then here's my mainstay gray cotton. So I will not be using any cotton in this project. Like I said before, I just want to stick to acrylic and thicker yarn. All right, so yeah, the rest of this is going to be just scrap yarn that I'm really not going to use for this project. So I'm just going to move it over to the side, and we have just one more bag. I'm not entirely sure what's in here, so let's just go through it. All right. I have this thread yarn. I have a random granny square. I think this is glow in the dark color yarn. We'll see. I don't know. I have this beautiful lilac color from Baby Bunny, and I was going to make, I think, like a swim cover up or something. So I got a couple of these when they were closing Joann's. So I'll move that over to the side. Let's see. Some more cotton. Some more of this baby. I started something. This is the Baby Bunny. I have some more thread and some more of this Baby Bunny in this brown color. Some more of this Kabu. in the color beige. I think a head with some horns. Okay, so what is this? Oh, this is a granny square. I don't know what kind of granny square this is, but it's really pretty. Look at that. I think I made those when I was practicing for my vest that I have, my black vest. I was practicing those squares. Alright, so this. I really got into a phase where I wanted to do C2C blankets, and I started and just got bored. I really like this one though. I like the color gradient. I have no idea what size of hook I used. Yeah, I have no idea what size of hook I used. That is all the yarn that I plan to use for this challenge as of right now. I might eventually pull out some more if we can get through this. Right now, I honestly want to pull out my Centro and just crank out a couple of rows of this acrylic and try to make like some kind of, honestly, I'm thinking maybe like scarves would be really cool, and just making long tubes. That would be something really, really cool. So this right now is our current pile right here. These are going to be in my save drawer. Let's put them down here for now, but not too bad. I think this is going to work out pretty good. We'll crank out some scarves. I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm sorry, this video is probably going to be really long. I have about an hour before I have to start getting ready and stuff. Parent-teacher conference, a week before Thanksgiving break, trying to get all this stuff done. So yeah, let me go ahead and at least crank out a couple of tubes. Hopefully, I'm hoping at least 2 tubes we can crank out and go from there. So I will see you guys in the next clip. All right guys, so a quick update. Today is Thursday and I don't know the exact date, but it's just the next day. So yesterday I was able to go on live and make one scarf online, or on live. I can't speak right now. And this is the scarf that we made on the Centro. I actually really like it. It turned out pretty good. I'm pretty impressed. I will still steam everything that's made out of acrylic. I'll steam it, steam block it and everything. That way it could be nice and stretchy and flowy, but I think this is a pretty good size. It's 200 rows. I just made a tube and then I single crochet stitched this across together. And then after I steam it, I will add some tassels at the very end, just to give it a little bit more pizzazz. And then I used the mandala, this mandala yarn on the Centro, and the Centro actually really loved this yarn. It was super quick, super easy, and it still does the color gradient without me having to change the colors, which was really nice. So this one really worked out really nicely. I'm really excited to make another scarf using the rest of this, see how many more scarves we can get. Again, this was 200 rows on the Centro as well, and I did the tube setting. So, and then I just single crocheted the ends. We'll go ahead and steam block this as well and add tassels at the end. And then I really like the beanie. I really like the beanie so much, and I bought YNV Crochet. I believe that's the designer. I'll put the pattern here and link it down below. I bought their cat beanie one because I really like this pattern design. I like how the beanie comes out. I like the stitch and it looks so cute. So this is the cat ear beanie in black. So I made it in the black color for myself today while I was editing some videos. Did not take any time at all. So my goal for today is to make at least 2 more hats for donation, not for myself. So these scarves are a good make. I am really excited about those. I'm excited to make the rest of this acrylic. So right now I have about like 45 minutes. I'm gonna go on live and I'm gonna try to hold myself accountable to at least doing some lives and some making a beanie with you guys. So hopefully that works out. So I will give you guys a quick update maybe a little bit later today, or I'll just see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, so I'm sorry if I sound a little bit raspy.
I am a little under the weather. So I wanted to give you guys a final update. Today is Sunday, November 30th. It has been a couple of days, a lot of days. It's been like a week and a day since I've come on and updated for this video. So I wanted to just wrap this video up, give you guys a final count. I was able to make a couple of hats, and I actually did not use all of my yarn stash. So we did end up going to Arizona for early Thanksgiving, and I think we got back on Tuesday, like early morning Tuesday. And then I think I was exhausted from that trip. And then my immune system was already down, I think, and I must have caught something. So I am a little bit raspy. I am getting over it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I am all good in the next couple of days. So I wanted to show you guys, I did not even end up touching like the pink yarn and some of these scrap yarns. I did end up taking the puzzle premier yarn, the little balls that I had with me to Arizona. I had a huge bag that I packed full of yarn because I was going to work on tapestries and I was going to work on the hats. I completely forgot my bag of yarn on my staircase, so I was only able to work with what I had in my yarn bag, like in my bag with my hooks. I have that big bag from Melissa, so I put some scrap yarn in there and I put some balls of Premier in there. And I was able to make a couple of hats in Arizona, so that was good. It did add up to my total number. I think I could have knocked out a lot more for this challenge. I kind of feel bad that I didn't do as much as I was hoping, but I think the number that I did is still pretty good. I don't exactly know the number, so let's count it together. I will link the pattern down below for the beanie that I used. I really like the beanie. For my personal attention, I actually had to go up a hook size, so it recommends a size 9 hook with size 6 bulky yarn. However, for me, I have really tight tension, so I did end up having to go up to a size 10 hook. And for some of them, I did do the large beanie pattern, and some of them I did the regular beanie pattern. I just wanted a lot of variation and options. I still, like I said, I still have a lot of yarn. I have this scrap yarn, and then I have this bin still full of scrap yarn. I did not even really touch it except for the Premier yarn. I also have quite a bit more of these. Honestly, I think what I'll still end up doing is still making a couple of these beanies past right now, because this is for a specific donation that I'm doing for nursing homes here. For my children's school is donating to nursing homes here in our city. However, for that yarn, since I still have a lot of this hometown yarn, I really don't make beanies to sell. So what I'm thinking is I might end up just making these and putting them in like a goodie bag. There is a lot of homeless people around here, and it's starting to get really cold, and it gets really rough in the winter, you know. So maybe we'll just go down to our local place and hand these out. There is also a women's shelter close by that I know of. So this might be a project for like Vlogmas. I might make a couple more beanies, see how many I can make in a couple of days, because this pattern is really easy. And I do have a lot of yarn still left. I have at least a minimum of 10 to 12 more hats that I could possibly make with just this kind of yarn, and it's really nice. So I might do that, because I know there is definitely a women's shelter close by, and then there is a lot of homeless people in the area, so why not? It's getting really close to winter, and here in California the weather is definitely dipping. It has been a lot colder than normal, so I definitely, if we can help out each other, why not? So for right now, let's go ahead, and I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm really like I feel like my energy is dipping. I am so sorry. Let's go ahead and get through this. I promise I am feeling okay. I just sound really nasally and I sound really like low energy, and I'm not. I'm okay. I'm just going to get through this. All right. So, let's go ahead, and I used a lot of the hometown yarn, and let me just separate it and I'll be right back. All right, so let me go ahead, and also I wanted to go ahead and just let you guys know I made a couple of scarves like on the Centro, but I'm on a deadline right now because they are due tomorrow, so I really am not going to finish these, sadly. I will keep them, and maybe for a future donation I can donate them to that cause, but for this one it's not going to work out. There's too many ends that I need to weave in. It's too much for right now, and I have other things that I have to get done today. So I know I will not have time to finish those. So we'll keep those on the side for now. Let me go ahead and show you guys. We have so we have two of these colors. This one is so nice. I really like this color. Honestly, all of these colors are really, really nice. I have two of those khaki colors, two of these black ones, and then we have two of these light colors with speckles. They have like speckle black and like tan and cream. Super cute. I also have two of these. I have two of these navy ones, and if you see, this is the first one that I made, and it turned out pretty small. This is with the 9mm hook, so I did up the size, and this is with the 10mm hook. You guys can see the difference. So that is that. And then I do have three of these red ones. And I have two of these scrappy yarns. I really like these. These turned out really cool. They're just different colors. I had like little tiny balls of everything left over. See, I still have a lot of these little tiny balls of scrap yarn, so I just ended up just putting them all together. I'm not gonna lie, weaving in the ends was kind of a time consumer, but it was pretty worth it. I really like how these turned out. And then this one I made on Friday, and this was on the Centro. This one turned out really nice. I like how like big and loose it is. I did the tube. Mine is a 48 or 46, the Centro. And then I did 130 rows. So I wanted to make sure that it was nice and big. So this is all of the ones that I made in Arizona. I took all of those little tiny balls of Premier Puzzle. I had Premier Puzzle yarn, and I just mixed and match, and I just went for it. I did end up using a 9mm hook, and I had to force myself to do loose tension with these just to make sure that they were going to fit and they were going to come out good. So I did not double strand them, they're single strand, and I think they came out really cute. So this is one of them. This is a little bit more scrappy yarn. This one's super cute. I like it. This one is another one from Premier Puzzle. These are just scrap balls that I had. This one I was struggling because if you can tell, it's like three different Premier Puzzle balls, and I was struggling to make it work, but this one was the very last one that I made there because I was just trying to attach all the yarn together. So I really like how it turned out. There's this one, and this one was cute. I like this one because I only had a little bit of that purple or the blue. I had the blue left, and then I had some of that green one left. So this is what it turned out. I like it. I made this one a little bit bigger on purpose. I just wanted size variation. This one is super, I don't know if you can see it, if it'll pick it up. It has like red tones, red undertones on it as well, so it's super cute. I like it. I also have another one of these. Honestly, this pattern doesn't use up too much yarn, and it works up really nicely. I'm a big fan. And I did also make a cat ear beanie one in this green. This is so cute. I like this one. Maybe somebody will like a cat ear beanie. So those are all the hats that I made. I did not count as I was showing you, so give me 1 second. All right, so all in all, we have 22 hats that we've made. I'm really happy with that number. That is a pretty good number for 2 weeks. And I was sick, and we went on a little mini vacation and went to go visit family and stuff. So I think that was pretty productive. I think we did a pretty good job. Like I said, I think I will end up doing another round of donations at a later date just because it is getting a lot colder. So I'm really, really happy with this. This is a really big number, and I hope that they enjoy it. I hope that it keeps them nice and cozy, and I hope somebody does like it. So, yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so, so much. Look at all of this. That is a huge bucket of hats. I love it. So guys, thank you guys so much for sticking around for this video. I know it was kind of all over the place, but I appreciate you guys. Let me know what you guys were working on down below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!